I've always been a unique person, you know what I mean? Sort of laid back in a way, but very adamant and very passionate about what I believe. I think a lot of times that sort of throws people off because they don't expect me to have the mindset or the process of thought that I do. And so when you come in to watch my channel, you may hear a myriad of thoughts and ideas that could be different from others. What I want you to do is just sit back, like, share, and subscribe. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah, yeah. Everything you need to know that you never knew, that you need to know. Well, I got perspective.
Well, it looks like Detroit is having a bit of a hard time going there. In Detroit, Wayne County has issued a state of emergency order as the COVID-19 cases rise. They have declared a local state of emergency as of Tuesday. And the variants, as they state, the cases and its variants are on the rise. Denise Fair, Detroit's chief public health officer, issued an emergency public health order through May 31st, saying that the city needs to control the speed of the virus that is causing a steep rise in hospitalizations. The order requires that any public meetings by council or the boards be subject to the Michigan Open Meetings Act continues to be conducted online. Wayne County Health Officer Dr. Mohanad Hamamai, I think that's how you say it, he issued a similar order Monday extending the virtual meetings through May. Detroit has seen a 166% increase in the number of COVID-19 cases reported in a 6-week period in February and in March, with cases rising from 302 to 804. The positivity rate for the COVID-19 tests has also been increasing, rising from 3.2% to 7% during the exact same period. From March 19th through 16th, the state had the highest rate of increase at 53.3% in COVID-19 cases in the nation. Michigan has the second most cases of the B1.1.7 variant in the nation. More than 1,200 known cases. Wayne County has 105 of those variants in March. Since the 24th, Detroit has now 24, I should say. For the correction, let's read that again. Wayne County has 105 cases of the variant, and Detroit has 24. So fair public bodies included the Detroit City Council and the Board of Police Commissioners do not have facilities that allow for physical distancing of members of their attendees. They said, quote, in a comment, a number of the public bodies in Detroit that are subject to the Open Meetings Act will find it difficult, if not impossible, to conduct live meetings open to the public without violating the CDC safety guidelines. So we needed to act now, end quote. Fair stated in a release as she continues, we recognize the importance of conducting open and transparent government meetings, but we need to do so in a manner that does not jeopardize the health and the safety of others. She said in an emergency order that it could be rescinded prior to May 31st if the state begins to trend downward. The city has nearly 33,000 cases of COVID-19 since since March 20th of 2020, resulting in 1,868 deaths. In November, our hospitalizations were predominantly 60 years old and up. We haven't seen this before, but what's driving the hospitalization trends today are younger Detroiters. And the fact that they're hospitalized tells you that this infection, particularly the British variant of it, is hitting a lot harder than we were hit before. And that comes from Mayor Mike Duggan. That's what he said on Monday. To date, the city has administered 195,000 doses of 263,000 doses they've received, and it has 43,000 appointments scheduled. In Detroit, 18.4% of people 16 years and older have received at least one of those doses of the candy bar. By comparison, the percentage of the residents in the outer Wayne County and Oakland County that have had at least one dose is 35%. In Macomb County, it is 29%. In Washtenaw, at 37.4%, and Michigan's overall is at 32.7%. Now, what I want to say is this. It is amazing that these are on the rise, and it's quite troubling. It's quite concerning. But one of my very good friends has a reminder for us as to why you'll see all of these. It could possibly be why you'll see them rising right now. And we're going to get right into it. We're going to look at why.
Receive an instant notification each time I upload a new report. Download my free notification app. Click the link in the production notes below this video. Thanks. Listen to this. On April 14th, 2020, BeckerHospitalReview.com published a report on the state-by-state breakdown of federal aid that hospitals received for each outbreak patient. In April of 2020, Health and Human Services began distributing the first $30 billion of emergency funding designated for hospitals in the CARES Act. Some of the states hit hardest by the pandemic received less funding than states touched relatively lightly, according to an analysis by Kaiser Health News. The following is a breakdown of how much funding per outbreak patient each state received from the first $30 billion in aid. For its analysis, Kaiser Health News used a state breakdown provided to the House Ways and Means Committee by Health and Human Services, along with outbreak cases tabulated by the New York Times. Again, just to be clear, the following amounts are what hospitals received per outbreak patient, and this is in April of 2020. Alabama, $158,000 per case. Alaska, $306,000 per case. Arizona, $23,000 per case. Arkansas, $285,000 per case. California, $145,000 per case. Colorado, $58,000 per case. Connecticut, $38,000 per case. Delaware, $127,000 per case. The District of Columbia, $56,000 per case. Florida, $132,000 per case. Georgia, $73,000 per case. Hawaii, $301,000 per case. Idaho, $100,000 per case. Illinois, $73,000 per case. Indiana, $105,000 per case. Iowa, $235,000 per case. Kansas, $291,000 per case. Kentucky, $297,000 per case. Louisiana, $26,000 per case. Maine, $260,000 per case. Maryland, $120,000 per case. Massachusetts, $44,000 per case. Michigan, $44,000 per case. Minnesota, $380,000 per case. Mississippi, $166,000 per case. Missouri, $175,000 per case. Montana, $315,000 per case. Nebraska, $379,000 per case. Nevada, $98,000 per case. New Hampshire, $201,000 per case. New Jersey, $18,000 per case. New Mexico, $171,000 per case. New York, $12,000 per case. North Carolina, $252,000 per case. North Dakota, $339,000 per case. Ohio, $180,000 per case. Oklahoma, $291,000 per case. Oregon, $220,000 per case. Pennsylvania, $68,000 per case. Rhode Island, $52,000 per case. South Carolina, $186,000 per case. South Dakota, $241,000 per case. Tennessee, $166,000 per case. Texas, $184,000 per case. Utah, $94,000 per case. Vermont, $87,000 per case. Virginia, $201,000 per case. Washington, $58,000 per case. West Virginia, $471,000 per case. Wisconsin, $163,000 per case. And Wyoming, $278,000 per case. As at U.S. Law Review's legal man stated, quote, "Those numbers are from April 2020. Imagine how much they've expanded this crap," end quote. This is Nancy Morgan Hart for Headlines with a Voice.
For the state of Michigan, $44,000 per case. Now, this is not the first time that we have shared Nancy's work here, especially this particular video, but I thought it fitting that while we're thinking about the whole entire Wayne County issue going on there in Detroit, that we take a look at what would be a motivating factor for making sure that they are, getting a handle on all of these cases. And I'm only going to say that and leave that right there. But it would not be a shock to me if we find a varied amount of people deciding that, well, we better hurry up and get all these cases logged for the people's safety so that everybody knows. Make sure that you tell us when somebody comes in, mark it down and get them and make sure that we take care, because it's for the people's safety that we know how many individuals are walking around with this. So when you see that number, that huge, gigantic number, the total amount of people that they say that they have an increase over, it's important that we look at it, because Detroit, according to this report from the Detroit News, says that they have seen a 166% increase in the number of cases in 6. There's your other 6. We were wondering where the other 6 was, baby. Detroit has seen a 166% increase in the number of COVID-19 cases reported in a 6-week period in February and March, with cases rising from 302, 3 plus 2, 32, to 804. Well, 44,000 per case. That's all I got to say. So Derek C. Williams says Israel, and he puts the article there. Yep, he puts the article there. Do me a big favor, though. Take that one down, only because of the fact that this nice little alga dance, the alga dance, reads those exact same LIs, and they zap me for them. That's the creepy part. That's the creepy part. But if you guys can get it, you better grab it quick. But I need a mod or somebody to grab it. Mr. Derek, grab it. but it's the truth. What he says right there, that link right there, if you can get it and take it on your own, take it. But I have to publicly ask you, please take it down. Only because we don't need to be shut down and closed up again for another 7 days. And I think the next time it'll be what, 10 days, 14 days, whatever it is. But that is the plan. Yes. So let's see. Yes, this is the plan. Now let's go back up and get some of what all of y'all are saying. Let's just see. While we were playing that, what was going on? So active cases, positive test results, says Suzanne Friend. Derek says excessive testing doesn't help with the numbers game. Hospitalization does not mean they want to be there by forced people to be in them. That's amazing. I didn't know that they were. Well, yes, I did, because I saw a video of a young man saying, "Don't let me out of here. Let me out of here." And they tackled him. Susan Friend says, always blame the other, some other country. Yes. Yes. Kathy, hi, or how are you? Kathy Latour, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And this is amazing. You guys hurry up and grab this, because this is another link that's very important. Grab it, take it at your own discretion, but please, Derek, remove that one as well, because that gentleman is awesome. I have my subscription with him too, but it may just get me a nice big kick in the keister. Want to take that one down. So also Rachel Van Ziel says 10 years. Isn't that amazing? Record low in cases in Florida. They are confirmed. Can't imagine why. Yeah, because they tired of the BS, and somebody know they got to get voted in again, or maybe, possibly. Susan Friend, yes, $301,000. Absolutely. No. What is this list? Link, please. It is on Nancy Morgan Hart's channel, Headlines with a Voice. As Rachel Van Ziel has pointed out, you simply go there and you can see it. It was done last year. Yeah. And we played it here on the channel maybe 2 or 3 times. This is maybe our second or our third time playing it here. But every time I think about it, the list was compiled, as she states in the report. I believe it was Kaiser Permanente and somebody else in conjunction with them. But it was as of last year. So we already know, could be even higher now. So yeah, there is always some, I like the way that things are always incentivized. You're incentivized to be good. You're incentivized to tell things. You're incentivized to report things. You're incentivized. So if you've been incentivized to do something, then it's incumbent upon you to do it. Shame on you for not wanting to. You've got to do what they ask you to do. Yeah, play along. One Peaches 41 says things that make you say, yes, most assuredly. Okay, so I want to thank each and every one of you for, how do you guys like this? Do you guys like doing the news brief with separate stories in each one? Do you guys like this? Let me know down in the chat what you think about it. And even those folks who are on the replay, do you like having it broken down like this? Like we've been doing it off and on. Prior to us getting put in detention, we were doing it a little bit this way too. But I think this is a great way to do it in the earlier part of the day, as opposed to one big, gigantic, long one. Except for our biblical studies, those will be maybe 30 minutes broken down into, as much as we need to, part 1 through part whatever. We'll still be doing those long, but they'll be broken down. Ronnie and I have discussed that. But how do you guys feel about the format this way? Just breaking them down throughout the day so that we get to see each other early in the daylight. And you get little small bites that you can take to go along with you. If you like that, then that is awesome. Let me know. Now, my brother Derek C. Williams says, has a live feature. What? I'm on that platform. I didn't know that they had that. You say you taking your talents like LeBron over. Well, I'm already on there, so I think I better go on ahead and start to do that. Looks like a lot of people will be shifting over there. I mean, hey, if you can say what you want there, you can do that one big gigantic whop there. Do it there. And then you can go ahead on and give them the milk toast that they choose to have over here. No one likes the truth, it seems. Okay, that might even get me. Robert Ingram says, I like it, but the notifications are late on the PC and better on the handset. Robert Ingram, how have you been? How are you doing? It's good to see you over here. I so appreciate each and every one of you. As you know, I've always said, we have the smartest. Nobody else's. Well, Monty's. Well, Potter. Well, yeah, since we all share the same love for each other, we all have the smartest chats. How about that? The co laborers here, which is what I share as the name of the folks that I don't want to call y'all followers, but I would just say my co laborers that co labor with me, especially when I look at that mailbag. OMG, they are the smartest. You guys, I want to thank you so very much for spending the last 21 minutes with me. I am Felicia Lockhart, and this is the Lockhart Perspective News Briefs. You guys remember what we always say here on this channel, and that is that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the most high Yah, everything he says out of the mouth of him. All right, you guys, take care of one another, and we'll see each other again soon. Take care. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you